Greetings, mortals, I am the Fallen Shogun, and welcome to another Who's That Indie, strategic, tactical, survival indie game to your face holes. Today's indie game first impression is Spacebase Startopia, which is basically a kind of remake sequel to Startopia, which is a game I actually covered on like a throwback Thursday, did a quick series on. For those who don't know, Startopia, it is a space station you can see on the right here, made of 3 sections. There's the industrial birth section, there's the leisure section, which apparently during the beta only has discos, and then there's the tropical garden section where you can actually terraform the land and grow plants. Now, I'm just going to go through the tutorial. No, back. So there's 2 missions in the game.
Welcome to your first test scenario,
Wait. So there's 2 missions in the game, I've been told. A skirmish, and I've done it again.
Welcome to your
and obviously just a few things to go, but I want to jump straight into it and see what's going on. So I want to see what the changes are, because obviously I have very fond memories of the first game. And I want to see how the changes exist.
Startopia Basics Introductory Course, Command R. Before the RFS can unleash you on the known galaxies, we are obliged to offer you this introductory course. This is mainly for insurance purposes. But don't worry, we'll keep it as brief as possible. This scenario will introduce you to the basics of controlling your Startopia base simulator.
Base simulator. So, bug Rethorians work in the comms. We don't have the Targs anymore. The robots are called Fuzzies. Okay.
Initiate Welcome Protocol. Welcome to the Startopia Basics Introductory Course, Command R. Your Startopia base simulator allows you to easily take control of a station, and the virtual camera allows you to monitor the entire base at all times. Later, your task will be to set up a Startopia base and turn it into a fun place for aliens to visit. The most important tools for this are your work droids, also referred to as fuzzies. They build and repair rooms and objects for you, collect garbage and transport crates. In short, they do all the hard work while you sit in a comfortable chair in your simulator and are supplied with nutrient slime through a tube. However, fuzzies only have a limited amount of internal energy. A fuzzy charging station is required to charge them. This is where you come in, Commander. I will provide you with a crate containing a fuzzy charging station.
That's energy cool.
The crate after evaluating your previous activities. I will highlight it again just as a precaution. Then use your input device to open the detailed view of the crate.
Look at that.
Command R, commence operations.
So in the original game, the core, obviously this seems to be built into the wall. The core was this like freestanding structure in the middle. And it was basically this arch which had this liquid metal, kind of like a Terminator 2 in it. And that was your energy. Looks like they've gone for an entirely interesting thing here. That's actually a power generator. There's a box. So these are replacing the Grecatarg. These are bug Rethorians. And
Commander, I see you're having trouble locating the crate.
And these replace the Grulian Soltogs, these guys, because they do garbage and recycling.
Consumption of alcoholic beverages at RFS is only allowed after 1400 standard time. Now please open the detailed view of the crate.
There's Bender. And these are our new robots, the Fuzzies, which as you can see are very different to the robots. And this is our port. It says it's an airlock. Shuttle just docked and dropped off people. So before you had a port, now
Commander,
you seem to have a dock.
You're having trouble locating
Okay, I'll open it. Fine.
Good work, Commander. Your Startopia base simulator offers you a detailed view of all kinds of things, be it rooms, aliens. Good work, Commander. Your fuzzies will now begin to set up the fuzzy charging station.
Interesting. Oh, it looks so much nicer. So yeah, in the original one it was like this big circular port which had 4 people at once in the dead centre. Now as you can see, it's showing what's popping up. So 7 have dropped behind. And other shuttles arriving. This is actually very interesting. It just cost 1,000 energy to turn on. Okay, so these that's replacing Grulian Soltogs. They're replacing the Grecatarg.
The fuzzy charging station has been installed.
I can't remember what they're replacing.
I am of course sure that you have this basic knowledge, but just to be on the safe side, I wanted to point out that energy is the universal currency of all known galaxies. RFS employees are also paid in energy, but they are charged for the amount of nutrient slime consumed during working hours. Your Startopia Base's energy core can store a limited amount of energy. When a room is built, it blocks a portion of your energy, the so-called
Ah.
activation energy. Deactivate a room to free up its activation energy.
That's new. That's very new.
As mentioned in the beginning, your job is to keep arriving alien visitors happy. A fuzzy charging station is unsuitable for this, as only a few aliens will enjoy a strong electric shock.
Yeah.
Please open your base simulator's construction menu.
So you can click up there, or you can sort of like just right click. So yeah, as you can see, things have changed. So activating buildings blocks up some of the energy. 'Cause this was 100k I think before that, and now it's at 98,000. So that's also changed. Before you needed
Excellent,
more
Commander.
boosters.
You managed Commander, in addition to dedicated rooms such as the fuzzy charging station, there are variable rooms which can vary in size, such as the berth. For
A
this
chocolate
room,
bar
first
machine.
select the
Oh,
floor
wow.
area that the room is to occupy. Please note the minimum and maximum permitted sizes. To relieve your limited synaptic capacity, the room is shown in blue if it fits in terms of dimensions. You can furnish a variable-sized room yourself, Commander. The construction menu shows you the different objects that are available. So-called mandatory objects are marked with a star and absolutely have to be added to the room in order for it to be built. In the case of the berth, for example, this applies to the door. Bravo,
Needs a door.
Commander. With
Oh.
that door, your berth would now theoretically be buildable. Note that a room should often include the optional objects in order for it to perform its full function.
Okay.
Aliens can use the berth's optional objects to satisfy their basic needs such as food, sleep, and more. Personally, I would find it more efficient to simply put all carbon-based life forms in nutrient tanks and
washer?
just leave them there.
Huh.
But apparently that doesn't seem to be an option.
Okay, so yeah, any visual one, you want berths for just berths in different rooms. So this is interesting. So we actually have like edible places. So you can actually have people eat and sleep here. Look at that, interesting. Oops, so to go into buildings, just do
I
that.
fully understand that this introduction is a little overwhelming for you.
I'm
The
doing
truth
stuff.
is the RFS decided to spare a great deal of expense and effort, and
There
therefore
we go.
only put
Confirm.
together this. The
And when you're
berth has
done,
been
you build it.
successfully placed. Now sit back and watch how the electronic units do all the real
Different
work.
coloured
Commander.
ones. That must. Are you
Oh,
female?
you're good at
Or are you
that.
male?
Would you like me to increase your ration of nutrient slime? Oh, I see that has already been done.
What are you? The Telgor's home planet. You are dedicatedly skilled and terrible at both. I can hire you. I can lock you up, or I can have someone kick. I can kick you. Perfect. Recycling station, space trucker, the moon. Just loiters.
Commander, according to my sensors, your inaction has been rewarded. When your visitors satisfy their needs on the station, you receive prestige, an RFS-designated pseudo-currency, which you can use for new empowerments such as new rooms and
Oh.
other utilities. Use the research menu to enable the communication center.
Oh, look at that. We're technically space truckers. Wait, what? Okay.
Excellent, Commander. You have successfully used the UI to unlock the communication center.
Interesting.
I guess that didn't take too much out of you. Bugrathorians work in the communication center receiving radio transmissions. This is extremely
There's a
useful
queue for the food.
alerting you to various events that you can use to your advantage. Now, please build the communication center.
Okay, there's a massive queue for food, so that's also new. Before, can I get rid of these yet? Can I just beam things out of the metal storage? I would if it let me. So this is where you get people to work. These are like working buildings. Before it used to be the Greca-Tog. Now it's obviously the Bugrathorians. So it's going to be a bit weird for me to get used to that, because for you guys who haven't ever played this, you are building a space station, hiring people, and trying to make things work. For me, this is nostalgia and odd, because I'm looking at things and going, oh, that's new. Oh, that's different. Because this is different. Like before the berth, all we could do is put berths in it.
Brilliant, Commander. Your ability to follow simple commands in
Oh,
an
wow.
almost acceptable time frame will certainly be useful later.
That looks
In order for
amazing.
the communication center to function, you'll need to hire some Bugrathorians.
Oi,
You
you.
can do this via either the detailed view of the corresponding aliens,
You're kinda
or more
useless.
efficiently via the alien overview.
I can't hire you. Let me hire you. Okay, fine.
The alien overview lets you keep track of all visitors to your station, Commander.
As you can see, when you
Furthermore,
hire them,
my
it gives them money.
evaluation processor evaluated them and translated them into 2 concrete values for you. Ability and dedication. While ability describes an alien's competence, dedication reflects how long an alien will perform their duties before they want to satisfy their needs again.
I need more of these.
Commander, I suggest you hire some Bugrothorians to get the communications. Commander, a Bugrothorian has begun work in the communications center.
Look at that.
Excellent, Commander.
What kind of
You have now
seats?
learned how to operate the virtual camera, call up the detailed view of objects,
That's
place rooms,
awesome.
and hire aliens. In times past, this introductory course was sufficient to run a Startopia base. However, following an internal assessment of the increased number of deaths, the course has now been expanded. In the next course, you will learn how to keep alien visitors happy and alive.
I think we just go straight into it. Let's go to next mission. Yeah, sure. Teach me everything. Wow.
Welcome to the Visitors to Startopia
What do we get here?
course.
Celebramers.
In this scenario, we look at the primitive carbon-based life forms that will visit your Startopia base and their petty needs.
Filters.
According to the Galactic Statute.
Oh
Initiate
no.
Welcome Protocol. Welcome to the second part of the Startopia Basics Introductory Course.
They've screwed up my
Command
build.
R. Commander, after our experiences in
Oh,
the
garbage
first
bot.
part and the evaluation of your mediocre handling of the Startopia base simulator, I took the liberty of pre-positioning the most necessary rooms in order to keep the
Cleaner
completion
fuzzies.
time for this course within reasonable limits.
Look at that.
Don't worry, my imitation subprocessor copied your actions and
Awesome.
placed the rooms just as inefficiently as you would have
That's
done.
efficiently.
The
What?
foundation of all Startopia bases are the alien visitors that come on board. Apart from the official reason that these stations are places of encounter, which are supposed to ensure
What is
lasting
this?
peace between carbon-based life
What's a
forms
recyc?
and so on, visitors also have a considerable amount of energy with them, which they are only too happy to spend.
No
But in
O2.
return, they also want to be entertained. At the moment, this station does not particularly impress your
That's because you got
visitors.
second deck
To
now.
get a quick overview, you can inform yourself via the station ratings.
So we can
First,
go up and down a
open
level by
station
clicking.
ratings. Command R, commence operations.
As you can see. Oh! What is this? This is an arcade? This is a cat cafe in the... Oh no. So I'm used to... basically, in the first one, cats usually turn into evil, vicious murder machines because of parasites. So this worries me. Oh, look at them! Look at them all! That's cute! So, what's this? This is a HydroClean Pro Master. This is a black hole drop. Oh, look at all this stuff. Sleeping pod hotels, because you have visitors, you have prisoners, you have people who require medical help, and you also have tourists. Tourists, of course, will do all the touristy things. Let's go see what's happening.
Excellent, Commander. Thanks to the station ratings, you can see what alien races think of your base in general, and thanks to social media, use your visitor spitter comments to determine where the problems on Startopia lie.
Loot box.
At the moment, for example, there seems to be a problem with poor air quality. To eliminate this, I have materialized some atmosphere filter crates near your energy core.
Oh, gotta go back up.
Commander, you can still view much more information in any given alien's detailed view. Now, please
It's called
build
the
the
fun
atmosphere
deck.
filters.
It's actively called the Fun Deck now. What are you? Are you the new things? You're Uricas. They're an introverted race. That's not a lab. Oh, we've lost the two-headed ones. Oh well. What we got? Recycling. Okay, let me just open these boxes.
Commander, to improve your mediocre results, I have taken the liberty
Mediocre?
of displaying the atmospheric distribution in the virtual camera. Blue areas are okay, while red areas smell like muftine, a creature that wallows in feces and suffers from diarrhea and flatulence throughout its entire life cycle.
Ew.
You should place the atmosphere filters mainly in red areas.
I can easily move them. Like, the thing with buildings, you can't just move them around. You can deconstruct, you can repair them, you can edit them. So yeah, you can just pack things back up if they're in the wrong place.
Commander, an alien's need for clean atmosphere has reached a critical level. Use the atmosphere view to identify critical areas and set up more atmosphere filters.
There's an atmosphere view? There's a vote. Wait, what do we... We're a space spitter. How dare? Okay. That should make the place a lot cleaner. Startopia pisses me off. Hashtag what?
Excellent, Commander. My evaluation processor has examined the placement of the atmosphere filters and has calculated an efficiency score of 45.3%. That's more
It's a
than
grey.
I thought you'd get. Now let's turn our attention to the fun deck.
They are smaller. So the greys are usually your medical doctors, but they're usually a little bit bigger. Yes, it's very weird to me.
So far we've limited ourselves to the subdeck. Actually, many of the Startopia bases consist of several decks. The fun deck is the place your aliens go to have fun, and that's where they're most willing to spend their energy. As a precaution, I have already pre-positioned some rooms for satisfying basic needs, so that your visitors do not have to keep taking the elevator back to the berth on the subdeck all the time. In addition to these basic needs, aliens later also crave entertainment. However, in order to build more rooms, we must first expand the fun deck. Open the bulkhead on the fun deck to take over the sector behind it.
So you can just right-click on bulkheads and have them open. It costs 10,000 or 15,000 in this one.
Very good, Commander.
And that's how you expand your base, as you can see.
Built behind the airlock. This provides entertainment for your visitors. However, it has not been connected to the energy grid yet and is therefore not operational.
There's an energy grid
Outside
now.
the initial fun deck sector, the other energy-hungry rooms on the fun deck must be connected to the energy grid using energy distributors. In addition, Celebramer work in the disco where they entertain dancers with the finest beats.
Okay, so once this, does it matter where I build it? So before, all you had to do is just, open a deck and build things. As long as you had the power, it worked. So I'm very interested. What are you? You're fuzzy. You're a psycho fuzzy. So I need to hire people. What do you do? What is your life and what do you do? You're garbage. Good. I like garbage. I just hired you for 900 because you're very skilled and very dedicated. What are you? You're a moth. Oh, you're a Celebramer.
Excellent, Commander. You have hired Celebramer. All you have to do now is power up the disco. Very good, Commander. The disco is now operational. Please note that each energy distributor literally distributes energy and thus constantly draws on your energy reserves. So it is not advisable to erect vast numbers of them. Excellent, Commander. You have now learned to analyze your visitors' needs and use the fun deck. I'm proud of you. Sarcasm co-routine overload.
So the previous one just had a random alien inside the disco. Literally a random alien inside the disco, which only came with the disco. Although I am a little bit concerned right now, because it's saying that I can only build so many of those, and I have 100,000 limited energy. And each building I build takes away more energy. Now obviously it looks like I'd have to build a lot of buildings to get all the energy out. But as energy is also your money, does that mean eventually you'll just run out of money or things to build? That's what I was suddenly curious about. And now we're going to learn.
Welcome to the Biomes on Startopia Introductory Course, Command R.
Farmhouse.
In this initiate welcome protocol.
What is this?
Welcome to the Biomes on Startopia Introductory Course, Command R.
Oh, we've added in one of these.
You should know that crates have a maximum shelf life. If they just lie around for too long, they break and become nothing more than compressed garbage.
How do I teleport then?
To avoid this, crates can be stored in cargo hold where a temporal loop protects them from breaking down. To spare you the embarrassment of failure, I have already placed a cargo hold for you just to be sure.
Thank you.
Generally, your fuzzies take care of storing crates on their own. But you can also assist them and use the matter storage to pick up crates and beam them into the cargo hold.
How?
Alternatively, you can continue to mostly just sit around and slurp down that nutrient slime, just like you've done so far.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, it makes no difference to the RFS. Command R, commence operations.
Okay, so you can't move the turbo lift, they just exist. Okay.
Commander, you can also pick up several objects at the same time.
Oh, by holding it, look at that!
To drop an object from the matter storage, please mark that object in the matter storage and then use your input device to drop it at the position your virtual marker is pointing to.
Oh, I see. These are spoiled goods. I see, so you have to physically click it. Interesting. I wish you had told me in the first one when there was a bonus for doing it. That makes it slightly more complicated, but it does mean you can actually store more items. Also, this storage is much bigger than the first one.
You have actually mastered this simple assignment. Crates can be obtained in different ways, but in this course we will focus on the bio deck.
That looks way too
switch
small.
to the bio deck.
And now we'll learn about the third deck of the game, the bio deck, where you can grow plants and also harvest them for resources.
Welcome to the bio
Oh,
deck.
wow!
Commander. Here you will find different biomes in which a wide variety
This looks
of plants are
amazing!
grown. Once a plant is fully grown, it can be harvested using
You're hired.
its detailed view. During this harvesting process, the plants are transformed
Tube
into
lift.
resources through molecular transmutation and immediately packed
Don't I have
into
one?
crates.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
By
it
the
is.
way, sectors on the bio deck also produce oxygen crates, which are used for atmosphere filters. This production correlates with the number of plants in that sector.
Ah, so these plants actually make oxygen for the filters to stop our systems smelling bad and people dying. But yeah, before you like sort of right click on them, it'll tell you what you can do. You can harvest them, and then it will give you resources, as you can see. So different plants give different resources. So you want to have different biomes. As you can see, this one gives food.
Commander, I admit I forgot to mention it explicitly because it seemed so obvious. I didn't consider just who was sitting in the base simulator, forgive me. Would you be so kind as to please harvest some of these plants? Good work, Commander. Manual harvesting of the plants can be rather laborious. Fortunately, you can hire dryads to harvest mature plants and grow new ones. I strongly advise you to make use of them.
So yeah, you can, in the original, you could, let's see, terraforming, raise and lower the land. You could fill it full of water, smooth it. Like the higher it went up, you also like pull the heat and moisture out of things, so you could turn things into a desert, lush rainforest, turn it into snow. But it looks to me like you could just straight up drop it in now. Water's in here, raising and lowering the grounds. That's different. Hopefully it's better. It was awkward in the first one, but you could make very interesting worlds if you got it right. You're still... let's just go the old-fashioned way. Remember dryads. Hire those two.
Congratulations, Commander. You have successfully hired some dryads.
Leviathans.
Although you already had to hire aliens in the previous courses, upon evaluation of your brain capacity, it could not be excluded that you had already forgotten the relevant steps. Next, you need to learn how to terraform the biodeck.
Oh, they're the
To do so, open the
priests.
terraforming view. Logically, this can only be done on the biodeck.
Okay.
Commander, as already mentioned, you can terraform
Look
the
at that.
biodeck to your liking and create different
What
biomes.
is this?
Each biome has its own plants, which yield different resources during harvesting.
What is that? What are they
Alien
building?
Visitors also come to the biodeck to satisfy their need for nature. They can do this in the biome which corresponds to their homeworld or near bodies of water, which all aliens enjoy.
What is this?
By the way, you can use
Farmhouse.
the terraforming
That's where they
overview
live.
to tell your dryads which biomes they should grow and harvest plants in. Now terraform
You
a
can tell
section of the
your to tell your
biodeck.
dryads what biomes they're just going. Oh, interesting. So what? I do this and just go.
Excellent,
Oh, wow.
Commander. Now please fill another section of the biodeck with water.
Okay, that's completely different because before you literally had to pull moisture in and out of things. And obviously this is like, you can very specifically do what you want, but this...
Excellent, Commander. You have now learned how to store crates and terraform the
I don't see any
biodeck.
water though.
This gives you a 54.6% probability of surviving more than 5 minutes in a real test scenario. Congratulations.
Can I have water? Can I flood this? Okay, I'm very interested now. So obviously I've just messed around. We're going to have a quick look at a skirmish. Now obviously not all the buildings or things are here, so I'm suddenly very curious. So you always start off with this. You can't move it. That just exists where it exists. And yours appear to have this. Now you can move this by the looks of it. You can't move this. So we need a charging station for the fuzzy wuzzies. Which actually I shouldn't say out loud now I think about it, because that's definitely a different thing from what I'm thinking of. And a berth. Now as far as I can tell, the berth needs to be a bit bigger and better than what I'm thinking of. Okay, how big is the door? stick it to the wall, did I? So this has only got like 3 sleeping things. Let's get rid of it. But we'll go with it. We'll confirm this. And if they want more, we can do more. And obviously, it says we gain items to upgrade things, which is very different because there is also a laboratory to research things. So, interestingly enough, there's a lot of things to do. Now, I obviously showed the actual tutorial stuff so you can get an idea of what's going on and how things teach you. Because obviously there's a bit of a difference between just going into guessing. A Val shop. Oh, it's Val. What's he selling me? UV grenades. Communications center. Can I just buy this? Don't think I want to. So you have to unlock things. Cost 20 PP. Unlock. We have no PP. Give me my PP. I didn't say that out loud. So the Leviathans are replacing the Casvagorians. They're replacing the monks whose name I cannot remember. The Celebramers, Space Disco, and the Fun Deck, they're replacing literally just the disco thing. Okay. I imagine the Love Nests have been completely removed. The Love Nests are always riskier. Always riskier. Okay, so we have someone working in the lower deck. So they're going to be making oxygen and growing stuff for us. They're also going to have a farmhouse to live in. Okay? So yeah, I'm kind of curious about this. We only have 100,000 energy. So what happens when we run out? What is this? Energy core on the Fun Deck. The energy core is located on the sub-deck, but due to its enormous dimensions, it also occupies the wall on the deck above. Oh, I see. So the deck is... The power is so big it covers 2 things. That's also different. I'm learning new things. Now, one of the things I used to be able to do, actually quickly check, is you could go to this bio deck and you could look out the ship and see the other sections. Like, you could literally just go round. If you could aim it right, I can't seem to aim it as much as I used to. Maybe it's a different thing. But you could just look outside and see what the other AI was doing, because you could play against up to 3 others. Okay, let's turn you into a cleaner. Okay, economic victory and energy. Well, that's going to take a while. Okay, we're going to unlock garbage bots. Turbo lift. Researches the technology tube lift. Tube lift. Fun deck. Okay. Let's go to that. Level 3. No vermin can appear within the area of effect. Level 3. Per level. Huh. So I can research to make things more powerful. Let's go to bot here. And here. Can obviously move them. This is blue for now, but let's put one here just in case. Okay. So we have access. Interesting. So yeah, you need to keep the oxygen levels nice here, people don't start choking. You need to make sure things are okay so people are okay with things, as it were. So the charging stations are a lot bigger than the first game. The actual berths have a lot more going on in them than the first game. Yeah, everything seems to be a lot bigger. So imagine it's designed for things to be more visually pleasing. Because before you have to build a lot of different things. What is that? Vermins are no longer rats, they're... I'm pretty sure I've seen them in a game before. Trying to murder me. Oh, look at that. There's even a waiting room. No bananas, no laser guns, no water. And no, I'm going to say it's a plumbus. No plumbus. Interesting. So how do I unlock this then? Oh. And as you unlock things, you get more things. Interesting. As you unlock things, you get more things. Yeah, I'm very smart. Okay, let's just straight up buy this. So what? I can build tube lift. But I've got a tube lift. It's just there. Why do I want to build another one? Do I only get one? I only get one. Okay. I see. Now that the cluster's buildings, I only get one. So the original starting area starts off with power. And an actual one of these. Okay. Fine. I've learned it. You're short of Bugrathian workers. Okay. We'll hire some more Bugrathians. You look smelly. Can't hire you. You're unhappy. That's why you're smeller. Got it. You, join me. Okay. Interesting. It's a more gentle start. And I am unlocking. So there are prerequisites. Collect and store resources. Grazularians have arrived. So, okay. Let's get this here. Then we also obviously need a... Okay, let's zoom in, zoom out. Can I not look around? I must be missing a button here. Oh, it is. It's control. There we are. I knew there was a button somewhere. Do that there. One of the things you could do was you could just build... You could happily build it over the line. But obviously if it got cut off, the building would get destroyed. Which is interesting. God, there's rubbish everywhere. These people are horrible. Okay, you join the team. So yeah, I'm actually very excited for this game. This is obviously Spacebase Startopia. It's a sequel, I'd like to say. I think it's a sequel. It definitely has a lot more things going on. An awful lot more things going on. And I'm very curious to see how this goes. So this game isn't properly out until September, I think. Maybe even October, I'll have to check. But yeah, this is a game I'm very excited for. And I'm very happy I got to play it. Because now I get to see that a lot of changes have happened. But I'm actually liking what I see. Even if I'm finding a few of them a bit like, oh no, you've changed the main stuff. Not sure I'm a fan of how the greys look, if I'm honest, but you know, we can live with that, maybe. Are you all leaving? Wow, I hate each and every one of you. And I'm not too sure about this energy thing right now. We will have to see about the energy. God, there's bugs everywhere. Yeah, we'll have to very much see about the energy. By the way, I've been the Fallen Shogun. This has been another Who's That Indie First Impression. He's wearing a shirt. I just fired him. He's no longer wearing a shirt. He's probably unhappy with me. Either way, ciao.
Employees has quit.
No, I fired him. Either way, ciao now, people. Be awesome. Be epic. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me if you're excited for the game. And of course, I will be seeing you next time. I'm very happy for this game to exist. Wait a minute. Before I go, that means I can do this now. Look at that. It's a bit blurry than I remember. It just looks a bit smaller, but I don't think it is. Just see the world we live in, as it were. I like this. I do like this a lot. But yeah, take care and keep safe out there.